Alright, in this video we're going to speak about sequences of language acquisition. So the idea of sequences of acquisition, or actually it was called the natural order hypothesis, it came from the guru of the second language acquisition and the famous linguist Stephen Krashen. He proposed that some of the features of the English language appears first comparing to other. However, he didn't do much talking about this acquisition. He just noticed that there might be some natural order of the English language acquisition and left a lot of research possibilities for other people. And of course, the other people came and studied this question in depth. Therefore, this idea, this hypothesis, was taken into account by other educator and second language educator and linguist Roger Brown. In 1973, he did a study and came up with the rank morpheme of English language. So where he put their order how morphemes are acquired by native and second language speakers. Both of them behave identical. The first morpheme that shows up is the ing morpheme that expresses the continuous tense, and I observed the same in the kids, in my kid and in other kids when they are using the words like playing, eating, reading, doing something. Then the second morpheme that is the preposition in or on. Then we have a plural form, so toy, toys. Then they learn somehow past irregular some of the words. Let's say broken, um, stolen, broken, forgotten, those sort of things they learn. Then they get to the idea of the possessiveness by daddy's shoes, mommy's shoes. Then we have uncontractable copulas, which are is, I am, are. A copula is the connected word between noun and adjective. In this case, we're talking about he is good, she is bad, we are happy, those sort of things. Then we have articles, a and the. Then the past irregular, which is expressed by ed morpheme. Then the third person singular. This one is the most, I guess, troublemaking morpheme, because it takes a long time for first and second language learners to acquire that. Then we have a third person irregular forms, and then uncontractable auxiliaries. Auxiliaries, these are the part of the constructions, like a passive voice. For instance, the bridge is built, um, I'm done, all gone, those sort of things. So then we have those things are getting contracted, and then we have a contractible copulas and contractible auxiliaries. You know what was the funniest part about that? I used to know about this morpheme rank in English, but I never really thought about this, let's say, Spanish language. And I noticed that her first morpheme that she acquired in Spanish was identical to English present progressive tense when you're in the process of doing. For instance, in English, I'm playing, I'm talking, I'm eating, I'm drinking. Similarly, in Spanish, estar plus ando. So she was estoy jugando, estoy hablando, estoy comiendo. That's one of those things that you notice only when you see that in the progress, because who would dare to compare Spanish acquisition of language to English, right? But when we are talking about bilingual kids, we notice those, you know, these interesting things. However, it was completely outside of these morphological um, ranks, because we don't have really those morphemes. What she did, she simply took the Russian language as completely alien and different subject for her. She didn't bother herself with the analysis of what she's learning. She just simply learned how to express the progressive tense in Russian in an absolutely different manner. Therefore, observing this way of how the child was acquiring several languages, it made me think that different languages have different sequences of acquisition and probably different timings. So the farther away languages from each other in terms of the linguistic distance, the more different they are in the sequence of acquiring them.